Hmm. And you know, the fact that they haven't given very substantial, concrete reasons behind this. Either they're saying they've lost confidence, he's been candid, he's not communicating properly. Some reports suggest that they've said that, he was giving different opinions about one particular member to different board members. I mean, nothing concrete that would suggest that, okay, this is a great reason or this is a valid reason to actually fire somebody who has been building your brand. But Sanjay Ghare, what do you really make of it? This whole thing of founder after founder being fired. We've had it with Steve Jobs. We've had it here in India also. Does a man change? Does the company change? Because the employees' trust, the members, the team trust is still with their leader.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as I said earlier, there's, exceptional founders who create the exceptional companies are very opinionated and very honest and brutal about their thought process, which always create some friction between the founder and the board members. But in this case, this particular case, if you give an attention to details, Shreya, the one fact, which I found slightly weird is Sam, Greg, and Elia, who has created or built their foundation on a non-profit thought process, constitute a board that way. If in the entire thing, of course, Sam wanted to come back because he has an option of going to Microsoft, but this is his own baby, right? He wanted to come back. But what he said is, he didn't say that, just, fire the board and create the new board. What he said is, let's have a new board with an agreement or with a consensus from the investors. And in my opinion, that has been
Hmm.
fundamental change in what Sam and Greg and Ilya had been talking about as a different company, preserving their independence, the way they constituted their board, and what he said now as a request for forming a new board is a shift in their thought process, in my opinion. And the other thing which supports this, Rhea, is if
Hmm.
you think, though Satya and Nadella, they have invested heavily in OpenAI and they don't have a seat on board, but they are definitely working very closely, have a great relationship with Sam. They have really, came in and, kind of offered them. But in this entire process, Microsoft also created an obligation for Sam now that he, in a rare occasion, if he go back to OpenAI, there is an obligation, added obligation towards Microsoft. Or if we go to Microsoft, then
Do you
so in
see,
in
Sanjay,
this entire
Microsoft
thing,
taking over OpenAI?
so I will not say it's exactly that, but what I would say is definitely there is a change, and of course it's a very shocking decision of letting him go over the weekend. But we'll also have to understand one of the three co-founder also supported board earlier in the decision making, and then thoughts changed, right? So this is just a
And
one
then
line
came
of
out. Yeah.
thoughts, which may not be the case, that there is a change the way Sam has been thinking and the way Sam has been telling about open the world about independence and what he's saying now. And all the actions by Microsoft created additional obligation towards him, which I see as a worry from an
Okay.
independent AI standpoint. It just become a good player in the AI is perfectly fine. But what they had been saying versus where we, are today are slightly different, in my opinion, Sriya.